So you and your teammate have decided to compete in the DEKA FIT Teams competition. In this video, I'm going to give you a full rundown of everything that you're going to tackle out on course, how you're going to tackle it, how you're going to conquer it, the basic rules for the team competition. But first off, I just want to let you know that you're going to have a blast with your teammate. This was designed, truly designed for all levels of fitness and abilities, and you get to conquer the arena with a teammate. So here's your arena. All right, we've got our 10 zones, we've got our festival and spectator area. It's a blast for a spectator. They're going to be able to see every single thing that you and your teammate do today. We've got our registration area warm up. We've got our start line. We have our running track around the zones. So basically, here's what's going to happen, my friend. You and your teammate are going to park out here. You're going to come into registration. You're going to get a track baton because you're doing team competition. The timing chip's going to be taped around the track baton. Don't lose this. Very important. Again, if you get here early, come hang out, talk to people, listen to the music. It's an amazing day of celebrating fitness together. There may be some individual competitors still out on course. When it comes time for you to race, you and your teammate are going to come out here and hang out in the warm-up area, get yourself warmed up, get the heart rate up a little bit, and then you're going to be ready to get in the start corral. Now, keep in mind, we always run counterclockwise. No matter how the DEKA FIT arena is set up, if it's a square, if it's a rectangle, you're running counterclockwise. Zones 1 through 10 count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're always running just shy of 2 full laps prior to going into each zone. Now, a couple basic rules for teams. The first run, you both must be together. One of you's got the track baton, you're running together. The middle 8 runs, you can divide and conquer those however you want. More to come on that in a minute. And then the last run after zone 9, you're going to do those 2 laps together, just shy of 2 laps together. More on that as well here in a bit. So those are just some basic rules. So now, we're going to use green for teammate 1 and blue for teammate 2. All right, so the gun goes off. One of you has a track baton in your hand. You're both out on course together. You blow out of the start corral. Okay, you're out on that first lap. You and your teammate running together. Everything's fun right now. All right, you finish that first lap. You're out on the second lap together. Okay, now you're going to stop just shy of 2 full laps coming in together into zone 1. 30 Spartan Ram lunges. There's going to be mats lined around the zone 1 here. You're going to pick a mat. You and your teammate must stay on that one mat together. All the reps must be done right there. Let's say you and I are teamed together. I do the first 15 reps. You do the last 15 reps. When those 30 reps are done, now we have a big decision to make. Hopefully you've already made this decision because you've been planning and scheming together. You and your teammate. You have 2 options on the run. Again, only one person is going to be running now. Let's say the green teammate's going to go out and tackle the first lap of the run. So the blue teammate would go stand over here in what we call the relay exchange zone in front of zone 2 entry because that's the next zone. All right, green is out here running the first lap. They've got the track baton. It must be with you anytime you're running. First lap, coming here, right here. Green teammate is going to hand the baton to the blue teammate. Now, blue teammate is out on the second lap. Green teammate simply goes in, gets on a rower. They can start getting their feet strapped in if they want to. They're getting ready. Blue teammate's out here, finishing that second lap, runs in to zone 2. Quick rule, before any work can take place in any of the zones, I'm sitting here on the rower. Before I can start, hand-to-hand skin contact. We must slap high 5, low 5, side 5, whatever you want. Skin contact. Then the person can start rowing. The moment any work is done in any of the zones, skin contact must take place before the next run starts. That basically forces you to stand right by your teammate that's doing the work, or your teammate standing right by you if you're doing the work. Very, very important. No work can start before skin contact, and then when this work is done, skin contact before the run takes off. Okay, so let's say the green did all the rowing, blue got a little rest. Blue's going to go out on the first on the first lap. So green simply goes out and stands in the next exchange zone if you're going to divide and conquer the running. Okay, so blue goes out, runs the first lap, hands the baton off to green. Blue comes in, gets ready to do the box step up overs. Green goes out on the second run, comes in. Once skin contact takes place, the 20 box step or jump up overs can begin. Now, let's say after zone 3, week 3, we decide we're going to change strategies. The blue teammate is going to do both laps. Okay, so the blue teammate takes off with the baton. Remember that. Blue teammate takes off. The green teammate will now go in and get ready on zone 4 because the blue teammate is going to run both laps. Second lap, stopping in and going to zone 4, hand-to-hand skin contact. High five, low five, side five. Zone 4 can begin. Med ball step throws on that mat. You're using that mat together. So long story short, the middle 8 runs, you have 2 options. One person can run both laps, just shy of both laps, 2 full laps. Or you can divide and conquer. One person runs the first lap, one person runs the second lap. That's extremely important. And you would just continue that process all the way around. Now, after zone 9, it's the last run. You both must go out and do those laps together. And after just shy of 2 full laps, you're going to go into zone 10 and complete your 20 Spartan Ram burpees. Let's say blue gets here early and green teammates really struggling. They're lagging behind. It doesn't do the team any good to do that because blue has to wait there until the green teammate gets in the zone and has that skin contact. Extremely important there. Now let's go over some of the rules for the zones. If you're a male team or a female team, you will always be using the same weight implement in every zone. Male team, female team. If you're a co-ed team, you're going to be, the male will use the male weight, the female will use the female weight. If it's a zone where there's a workout mat, you must use that same mat. Let's say I do the first 10 reps, 20 reps, 15 reps, whatever. I move off, the female can take over that same mat and use her weight. Okay, very, very important. A couple more situations here. Zone 8 is our dead ball yoke over. It's basically a wall. It's a bar that you have to get the ball over. We are not allowed, like if I'm on one side of the yoke, my teammate cannot be on the other side where we're just passing the ball back and forth. Okay? You take the ball over, your teammate's standing off the side. You lift it up and over the yoke, you go around to get to the ball to do the second rep, and then the third rep, and then the fourth rep. At any time, you can swap, but keep in mind, going around the yoke to the other side is a part of the reps. So let's say I do the first 10 reps, going back and forth, and then I move out of the way, my teammate comes in and finishes the last 10 reps. Very important there. A couple unique rules for the co-ed team. Let's take zone 6, for example. It's going to be a 100-meter maze. Guys, 60 pounds in each hand. Ladies, 40 pounds in each hand. Again, male-female team, you can go together and put the weights down as many times as you want and rest if you need to. If it's a co-ed team, let's say the female starts. The male cannot help because he's not allowed to use the 40-pounders. If the male starts and the female is walking or running along with him, she could help if he needed help. She would have to carry the 60s, but she could help. Let's look at zones 2, 5, 7, and 9 where there's an actual piece of equipment, fitness equipment. Only one person can be on that machine at a time doing the work. 2 people can't be pulling the handles or helping out with the bike handles or the bike pedals, or 2 people cannot be pushing the tank. 1 person at a time is doing the work, but at any time, you can swap out. Zone 9, co-ed team, very important. The men would have resistance all the way up, both axles, resistance 3. Females, you'd pop it down for 2, a female team. If it's a co-ed team, let's say I do the first 50 meters, resistance 3 is the male. My female teammate comes in, she wants to do the last 50. One of us would be responsible for popping the resistance down to 2. There's going to be judges watching, but you and I would have to do that. She finishes the last 50, and then we bomb out on the last run together. A couple other key things. Listen, extremely important. Remember that hand-to-hand contact. If we're doing work in a zone, if we're both here on the ski erg together, okay? All right? I'm on the ski erg. You're standing right beside me with the baton waiting. You cannot be standing here. This is the entry and exit gate. You cannot clog that up. You need to stand right by your teammate because remember, you're going to have that skin contact. It's costing you time if you're anywhere else when that work is done. You need to be able to touch their hands the moment the work is done, and then you bomb out on the zone. Don't forget the timing mat. You got to have the baton when you're out there running. If you skip a lap on purpose or on accident, the timing team's going to immediately know it. You're going to get a penalty. Don't let that happen. And don't be out on the running track without the track baton. All right. It's going to be a blast. Thank you so much for trusting us with your fitness and bolting this on to your life, celebrating fitness with us. I hope you enjoy. If this is your first time, I hope you enjoy your very first time in the DEKA FIT Teams arena. If you come join us a lot, I hope you enjoy it as well. It is always a wonderful day of celebrating fitness for all levels. Thank you so much for joining us. Much love.